back to Beyond the Bookshelf. I'm Lizzie. This is not the third time I've done it. And you are?
Tails.
I had issues. I'm discombobulated. Apparently that's the right word or something like that.
Anyway.
We were talking about our technical issues just then.
Yeah.
And how you're looking at bookshelves. What ones?
I'm looking at doing floating ones, but I need to make sure I can get the right kind of brackets to do what I want to do. If not, because that way then there'll be the depth that I want.
You're very particular about your depth of your bookshelves.
Otherwise, it'll just be the Billy bookcases from...
They're not just the Billy bookcases. They're the Billy bookcases, thank you.
Anyway, it'll just be them and I will get some beading or, I don't know, figure it out. I have a child that likes to push my books back. No matter how much I don't want them pushed back. So I need to get something to prevent them from being pushed all the way back. That's either get shorter shelves or get beading behind the Billy ones.
To set the scene, they're just piled up at the moment. Thank you to Mitchell.
Thank you, Mitchell.
But also there's still so many and I just need to look at them all.
Yeah, there's a lot of old ones in there.
I know, I can't wait to look at them all.
Because shit. And so we packed them up.
Because I don't know your books.
Actually, oh no, they're in the bunker boxes, so they would have been packed up.
Moved? No.
I thought Lakelands, but no.
Oh.
It would have been Jane Brook.
That's really sad.
That's even longer because I didn't move all my books.
I only know your brown shelf.
I am lying.
Oh.
I am lying. No, I did move all my shit into Lakelands.
Okay.
Yeah, so then we moved in with Mum and Dad, so they went into storage. So we moved into here. Between Lakelands and here, 5 years.
Yeah.
And that's stuff from, I think Mitchell opened one box and saw Twilight on the top. I was like, ew.
Would you keep it or are you going to get rid of it?
No, I'd probably keep it. They're OGs.
Yeah. I think I've got a couple boxes in our shed. Not shed, but the lock up. And I put like Twilight and stuff in there. And the other day I was looking at my shelves. I'm like, I need to put all the Cassandra Clares away. I don't want to get rid of them.
Oh, I kind of want to get rid of the Cassandra Clares.
Yeah, but it's such like history to me.
That is true too.
And then you forget what you read because there's a lot of books I don't own from back in the day because I never owned them. They were from the library or I was a thief as a child. I knew how to steal. Not real books. I mean, ebooks. They're still a real book, but I was in the trenches getting like malware at 13 years old.
Nice.
This is how bad it was. It wasn't even an EPUB file or a PDF. I copied and pasted it into a Word document and read it on Word. And it wasn't even Word. It was OpenOffice.
Oh, Jesus.
It was bootleg.
Wow. Yeah. Definition. I mean, I got the diseases from the music, which is what normal people do.
Oh,
like a nerd.
I never knew how to do LimeWire.
That's easy. Piss.
No, it never worked for me.
Yeah, nah. I think there are a couple of books maybe that I got from... No, actually, I never borrowed books from high school. So, yeah, nah, I don't have that issue. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
I'm rude.
I've just got all my books. Which I had a lot of books before I got into books, you know? So.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I've got my, like... Oh, do you know what? I'm not going to say. This is a future episode.
Oh, okay. All right. Moving on to what today's actual topic is.
Today, I found a really cool Would You Rather list from our friend, ChatGPT. And I read the first one. I haven't read anything else.
Okay, interesting.
And the first one sent me into a spiral, so I was like, this is great. We need to talk about this.
All right.
So,
let's do it.
First things first, Taylor Beth.
Okay.
Would you rather only read your favorite book over and over or never reread any book ever again?
I think I would never reread
Yeah. Which sounds easy for you, right?
Yeah.
I also would do that, but it's sent me into spiral because...
You reread a lot.
I reread so much. It's like my full back.
I think this is the first year that I've ever reread, actually.
Yeah, because you read Undertaking Heart of Mercy.
Yeah. I reread Tress a couple of times.
I think you reread something else. Something's tickling my brain. Maybe was it one of those two?
Was it a child book? A children's book?
Don't think so, but
I don't know.
It hurts me because, like, I have a whole, like, book journal page dedicated to my rereads. And, like, previous years, so, like, 2024 is probably, like, the least I've reread. But previous years, it would be, like, 25% of my reads were rereads. But what about all the new series, all the new books from your favorite authors? You can't miss out on that. But
True.
it hurts me.
You spiral.
That made me spiral. Because that is a bad would you rather. Gun to my head, Squid Game style.
Oh God, not Squid Games again.
I'm locked in because of these games at the moment.
Every
time.
show we watch, we're watching a freaking cooking show. That's it. Eliminated. Pew pew.
And you know what? I haven't even watched the second season. I'm just
Wait until you watch
the
bloody
100.
the 100 one, physical 100.
I'll definitely watch that one. I walk in, she's watching shirtless men run. I'm like, what are you doing?
There was women on there as well.
Oh, no, there weren't very many. I'll tell you that.
I mean, it is 100.
Mm.
The women were a bit weaker.
I'll tell you what.
Anyway, no, I'm joking.
The men were very prominently displayed.
Yes, they were, because you came in just after they finished
Sweating.
doing their first 10
Run.
minutes of running. So yeah, they lost their shirts, but
And you're like, whoa.
yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
watching that after.
What was I doing? I wasn't even watching that, actually. I think I was getting Hunter ready
Yeah.
to go out. Oh yeah, because you
Yeah,
came
because
over
I
to
came
pick us
over.
up.
We went shopping.
Yeah, I was parenting. I was being responsible.
You've
Anyway.
seen me 3 separate times today.
I know, it's been so much. Next.
So funny. Next. Would you rather have dinner with your favorite author or be the protagonist of your favorite book?
Ooh, I'd rather have dinner with the favorite author, even though I think
Yeah.
it would be awkward, but I don't want to be in some of the worlds that I read.
Could I, like... I really overthink these things because I'm like, who would my favorite author be? Like, actually, like if
Oh, yeah.
someone went in my brain and was like, I know that, like you're lying to yourself if you say it's like X. So yeah, no, I probably would die if I was protagonist. But if I'm a protagonist, would I have all their special powers and their like
You would assume so.
chosen
yes.
oneness of never dying?
I would assume so. But also, think of the world you're being in. Do you want that?
Sounds really simple to me. I think I'd rather be a protagonist.
Okay.
I don't want to
You
have
want to
dinner
fuck
with
all
someone.
the bat boys.
Yes. No, I was thinking, where would I go? And it would probably, be either Sarah J. Maas book, Mariana Zapata, Zapata,
Oh, you did go on about that.
or OG fave, Maria V. Snyder.
Oh.
And my real book husband is from that series.
You're
I
Sorry,
need you to
Rowan.
read that one. Yeah. His name's Devlin. He tortured her when she was 14. It's another-
I see.
And then he was like blood magicked, and then he became good, and then they got married and adopted kids. It's really cute. Anyway, that's where the snake's named from.
Oh, yes. I think you've told me that before.
My pet snake is named after him. I
Yeah.
love him.
Pete things. Anyway.
Anyway, that's a good one.
Yeah.
What are you having for dinner, and who are you going to dinner with?
I don't know.
Brandon Sanderson?
Nah, too awkward. I'm
See,
too
this is
awkward
why
and he's too awkward.
This is why I said no, because I don't.
I literally watched a video.
Sarah J. Maas?
Actually, no, he looked pretty. No, maybe. I don't know.
But she beat out a few of Sanderson's books on last.
Yeah, but that's because I was reading half books. I couldn't complete the thing.
Fair. Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to think about it, but I'd prefer to go to dinner with my favorite author,
Now I'm jumping
even
into
though I
fantasy
don't
world.
know who that is right now.
What are you having for dinner?
I don't know.
Solo.
Pasta popped into my head. You know, go to an Italian restaurant and that's having the
Oh,
picard.
it's getting a bit spicy.
I think
Watch
it's
out,
because
Mari.
we've been watching that cooking show and they're doing a lot of pasta on there.
Yeah,
So,
they are. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, would you rather only read books with cliffhanger endings or only read books with predictable endings?
Oh.
Now, are we talking about all books?
Yes, that's literally what
I
I said.
know, but why?
Read the card. Explain the card. Oh shit, I forgot that was that.
Careful, don't you
I wasn't
dare
going
touch her.
to hit them. I was like just pointing.
Because if it was like, say, mid-series, but imagine the last of the series ending in a cliffhanger.
Yeah, nah.
Get fucked. I think predictable.
I think predictable too. Because, like, I've read a few predictable books this year and, like, I still enjoyed them.
What about all the romances? Cliffhanger.
Oh.
That'd be horrible.
Yeah, how would you?
Nah,
Anyway.
it can't be all books.
No.
I would die.
Yeah.
I would have
I
to
would
be
have-
predictable.
Predictable.
It might get a bit boring after a while, but they could have really unpredictable middles.
That's true.
Maybe in the world that
It does
lives in
say
this.
ending, so
Exactly. So maybe in this world that we've now created,
yep.
the cliffhangers are actually in the middle of the book,
Yes.
and then it gets wrapped up at the end, like an epilogue.
That would be great.
I've epilogued
Yep.
everything.
Perfect. All right.
I'm
Sorted.
genius. See, I told you I overthink these things. Would you rather have a signed copy of every book you own or a library of unlimited digital books?
Ooh.
I think I'd want signed.
Me too, actually.
Because, does that mean I've met them and they've signed them?
Yeah, right?
Does that mean I've got special editions? Because in my head, signed is equals special editions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the library exists. So, like,
Unlimited books.
Kindle Unlimited exists. We kind of already got, like, unlimited.
Yeah.
We do have access to, like, technically unlimited digital through all those avenues. So,
Yeah, no, I would go
I'm on
signed.
signed.
Also, I prefer the physical anyway.
yeah.
So. And like I said, I'm going to actually read my broken bindings. So Mitchell actually asked me for the...
He's allowed to touch your broken bindings?
Yeah.
What?
He's just not allowed to read them. Shit, which was the
Describe it.
Brian McClellan?
Oh, yeah.
Those books. So he loves... I know he's reread that.
Is it
I'm
The
sure.
Binding? Is the first one?
No, it's like Blood Promise.
Oh.
It's the gunpowder one.
Oh, yeah, I've got
Those
those. I found them at the op shop for $3.
Oh, I love that for you. Anyway,
Want
I've got the broken binding editions.
Does
And I
Mitchell
know
want those ones?
when I first got them, I was
Mm.
like, I'm gonna give these to Mitchell. And then he saw them the other day. He goes, "Oh, I want to borrow those." I was like, "Not gonna lie, brother. I'm gonna give them to you, so don't stress."
Aw.
Because I
But
know
you're
he
not allowed to
loves
take them
that.
today.
No, I didn't know he was taking books that day.
He was shopping.
He did,
It was really funny.
but like I told you earlier,
Yeah.
he's being a good boy. He hasn't broken my book yet.
Yet.
I did try and condition it, but we'll see. Anyway,
Yeah.
they can be his books. He can do what he wants with them.
And just don't look at them.
I just will have to.
I'm still trying to get on the broken binding list.
Keep trying.
It's literally like you won the lottery.
I did.
Would you rather live in your favorite fictional world or have your favorite character live in the real world? I'm going fantasy again. I'm jumping in the fictional world.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd probably go to the fantasy world. Yeah, for sure.
But you didn't before.
No,
Do you have your powers?
true. Actually, because I was thinking of the scary worlds. So, like the first book of Agatha, who wants to be in that world?
No.
And then I went to Mistborn. No, I don't want to be in that world.
way.
Like especially the first era. Do you want to be in Stormlight? Not really.
No. They're
Definitely
grass
not
barely
Elantris.
grows.
Probably not. Maybe.
Mm.
Maybe Tress.
No, that stressed me out. All the spores. Are you kidding me?
But just then, my head popped straight into undermining.
There were zombies. I mean, they're gone-ish now.
But there's dragons.
Baby kid dragon.
Baby dragons. And that word popped in my head, and I was like,
That's
yeah,
pretty
there
nice
might be
world.
zombies, but it's not that scary.
Yeah. And I guess if you're jumping in, maybe the rules are of this. I don't know who's doing this to us, but it's like up to where you've read.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so like we've read this, it's fine. You can
Yeah.
jump in there, everything's sorted. But like where I am at the moment in like Oathbringer, I'm not going there.
Mm,
There is wars happening.
everywhere.
There is
Yeah, I
scary
definitely
creatures
don't
and
want to go
storms.
into freaking Throne of Glass world. Me.
Yeah. I mean, I've finished that, so I can jump into that now.
I mean, I finished Agatha. Maybe I could jump into that, but
Yeah, but you know, you read A Court of Silver Flames, and I feel like it's ramping up again.
the world. Oh, yeah, there's
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
So no, they're gonna be war torn in no time.
I'm trying to think of what other worlds I've read. Don't want to be in the Fourth Wing world.
Heck no, your mother throws you off to go get eaten by dragons.
Go walk this tiny little wall.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Mum.
I don't know. What else have I read? I can't remember. I'm tired.
In saying that, I'm still going to the fantasy
Yeah,
fictional
no, I'll
world.
probably go to the fantasy world too.
Screw the real world. I've just convinced myself, just by those two questions, the protagonist one and that, to read Bonded by Thorns.
Oh my god.
Because it literally the first like a couple pages
Yep.
that I have read. She's a reader and she's reading about all these worlds, and then she's
Sorry.
from our world and she jumps into
Yeah,
the
I just
fictional world.
the book club book that was for December,
Yeah.
but also kind of leans into this month. None of us had read it yet, and we're catching up, I think, in a couple of weeks.
Oh no.
The book that I picked, Long Live Evil.
She jumps
goes
in,
into
yeah.
So actually, I probably should read that now.
Yeah.
I need to.
It's on my list. I've got it.
I need to read it because it's book club.
I need to read it because I'm adjacent.
That is true.
No,
But
I've
it's
never
like
read
the
a book that's the same time as your book club.
it's like the not a book club books.
Oh yeah,
I read them somehow.
we all just
Then you
leave
bitches leave me hanging, and I'm stuck in this trash.
You need to DNF.
Yeah.
Do not finish.
No. Did I not do that with one of them? No, actually,
Yeah, you suffered through Cross the Line. You suffered through Cinnamon Bun or whatever it's called. Is that the first one?
Yeah, because I wanted to see if it actually got good. Because everybody's, oh my god, it's amazing.
People have no
liars.
taste. No taste.
Liars.
But then, it's too much for me.
Anyway, next.
Would you rather only read in silence or always have background noise while reading?
Background noise.
Background noise.
I can't.
I set the scene last night.
Oh.
Me putting on, it was like
Fireplace?
Valaris.
Oh, nice.
It was gorgeous.
Nice.
And that's how I read so much because I was locked in. I was in Valaris in reading Kingdom of Ash.
Yep.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Had Mishka
that's
yelling. But yeah, that was good.
Yeah, no, like, when I read The Ledge, I didn't have the TV on, but Hunter had the iPad.
Yeah.
And he was just, if he wasn't on the tablet, he would be playing. So I had noise.
Yeah, I can't have people talking, but I can have like noise. Because I used to read on the bus and always have music, and people are like, how are you doing that? I'm like, because I'm blocking you out.
Yeah, I used to read, like, I read The Goblet of Fire with bloody my music blasting. I'm like, now I'm like, how did I do that? Because, you know, now I just want to sing along. But I can have it with, random shit in the background.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Background
Would
noise.
you rather never be able to read fiction or never be able to read non-fiction?
Never be able to read non-fiction. Nobody cares about that.
Like,
oh, does that mean cookbooks?
Yep, that's non-fiction.
I don't need them.
Like, you don't need to read a cookbook, let's be real.
No.
Like, you can just Google it.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, I've got like a few non-fictions that I've been like wanting to read, but I never get around to that. But yeah, fiction all day, every day, baby.
Yes.
Would you rather only read books from one genre forever or never read the same genre twice? How is that sustainable? Are we going like really nitty gritty? Like this is dark academia, twisted paranormal romance, sci-fi mystery.
It has to be like, you know, general fiction. It's got romance and stuff.
But that means you read like, what, 7 books in your life and that you're done?
Wasn't it? What read?
Read the card player's card. Would you rather only read books from one genre forever or never read the same genre twice?
Oh, well, that's where if you read general fiction, you can read anything that's general fiction.
So you're reading the same genre forever?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like because if I could do sci-fi and fantasy, I'm fine. Because it's, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's a
same
hard one.
genre. Could we just be really, really strategic and just say fiction?
Yes.
No, but this is good. Everything. I think I would win those fairy games. You know those like riddles they have in fairy books?
Yep.
I would get them.
Speaking of fairy books, sorry. I have the first Emily Wilde book. I just found it the other day.
That's exciting.
I think because you told me I had to read it before. So I must have bought it. And
I think you'll like it.
The other reason I haven't bought the second one was because I was waiting to come in the B format. And then I was like, I don't have the first one. I can't afford to buy both of them. Turns out I only need to buy the one.
Yeah, I think you'll like it because it's not the same as Heart of Mercy, but it's got that like
vibe.
It's like, you know, cozy fantasy, but also things happen. It's got a bit more action. The pairings are so funny. I fucking love Wendell. Wendell and Emily are hilarious. Yeah, he's really funny. She's got a dog. You don't like animals.
Just killed
but he's not a dog.
He's a fairy.
Maybe. And fairies are like real in the world. She's like a human studying it. It's so cool. It's a little bit off-putting to start with because like it's kind of technically in diary forms and then it kind of swaps out of it, if that makes sense. So it's not like, dear diary, this happened. She's like, this date, I started to
See, I think I'd like
research.
that.
Yeah, I think you'd really like it. Yes. Would you rather be able to write the next bestseller or discover a lost masterpiece by your favorite author? Write the next bestseller? Are you kidding me?
I don't know. I'm not very good at the writing.
No.
I think I'd find a.
You'd be able to write it, is the question.
Oh, okay.
Or find a masterpiece from your favorite author.
Nah, I'd probably write it. Get that money.
Bitch, are we talking like force wing level fame?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, give me that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm writing the next bestseller.
Me too.
I don't care if it's like people say it's TikTok trash, and then everyone in the world writes it, reads it.
Read it.
Yeah, I'm writing.
Yep.
I'm doing it.
Done.
Would you rather have the ability to erase a book from your memory to experience it fresh, or get to see the story adapted perfectly on screen?
Perfectly on screen.
Hmm.
Because I constantly talk about how certain things need to be anime.
Yeah. Oh, so we can have it
Because you can
perfectly.
perfect. You
Oh
can
my God.
convey all the
70
things.
season anime of Mistborn.
Oh, yes.
In the style of Arcane.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you.
for
Perfectly.
sure.
Perfect. Would you rather read a book with a heartbreaking ending or one with a completely predictable but happy ending? This is kind of similar to the other one.
That's exactly the same as well.
I want a happy ending. Why would you want a sad ending, you sociopath?
Actually, I just saw a tweet from somebody. Is it tweet? I don't know. No, thread. I don't know what's going on these days. Like,
Blue sky.
you know, it's a good book if it crushes you or something like that. It makes
Yeah.
you sad. I'm like,
Is it? Oh, so
I mean, destroy, kind of. Yeah, maybe.
the girl that influenced me to buy a Kobo, I just watched another video of hers because I'm like, oh, maybe I'll see if I like her videos.
Obsessed.
I'm debating still. But
Okay.
she described Beartown by Frederick Buckman in such a way that I was like, this has the same vibes of Evil Villains. And it's nothing, no similar, but the way she described how it was written and like jumps in and out of people and there's like this, you know, something's coming up that's really heartbreaking that breaks the town.
Yeah.
And it's a hockey town.
Yeah, they're right up your alley. Don't
So-
hit me.
I didn't. So yeah, I want to read that.
Yeah, okay.
I put it
You do
on
that.
hold on the library. So
Nice.
I think I've got 11 weeks or some shit. So hopefully I want to read it in 11 weeks' time.
You'll get there.
But I want a happy ending. Did you say you wanted a sad ending?
No,
Oh, gracious.
I said who wants a sad ending?
Yeah, that's what I reckon.
Psycho.
No, psychos, I agree. Would you rather be locked in a library for a day with a limited selection of books or have access to an infinite library but with no time limit? What? Why would you not want an infinite time in a library? But also, I feel like we get locked in at AKA library all the time because we're in a
Yeah.
bookshop.
That's true.
I always say to people when you shut the doors, they're like, oh, I don't like me in. I'm like, you're in a perfect place. You can read all night.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
don't know.
Infinite library
Yeah.
with no time limit.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. I'm picturing like a magical one.
Yeah.
The spiral one with the scary guy that lives downstairs in the House of Wind in Silver Flames.
Oh, yeah.
I want to go to that library. It's kind of same vibes.
That's cool. Have you ever watched The Librarian?
No.
Librarian.
No.
That's a good one. They live in a library. Big library. Sick library.
I need to
Should
watch all
watch
these
that.
shows.
Oh, so good.
You're schooling me on these shows, and I actually really
Schooling
highly
you
rate
on
all of your
everything.
TV recommendations so far. I'm so invested. Would you rather never run out of books to read, but always have to borrow them, or own every book you could ever want, but have limited space for them? I feel like I already do the limited
Yeah,
space
me
one.
too.
I'm like, of course I've got limited space. My house can't fit a bajillion
Yeah,
books, and
exactly.
if I need space, I chuck it. I mean, not in the bin. Come on, let's be real.
Yeah.
Just swap it out. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
second
no,
one.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I like to own
I
my
mean,
trophies.
I'm already living that life. So
Yeah, I'm
just
living that
keep
life
rolling
too.
it.
Would you rather have a book series turned into a TV show but with a mediocre adaptation or no adaptation at
No
all?
adaptation.
100%.
I hate it when they do.
It
and
just
it's not good.
ruins it.
Yeah.
I feel like it cheapens the story.
Yeah.
And then if you're like a fan before it, you're like, you don't understand. They cut this out. You don't understand. So
For sure. Yeah, nah. Like, yeah. No adaptation.
do you know what? Oh my God. There's one that will burn me for my life. Do you remember Beautiful Disasters, I think it was?
Yes. I never watched it.
Loved that.
Never read it either.
Okay, so the book, very interesting, very
I own
intriguing.
it, but never read it. Sorry.
I mean, I was very young when I read it, so it really blew my marbles.
I feel like I bought it when I was 13, but I think that's when the movie came out.
The movie is trash. It's nothing to do with the book. Like, literally, so many things are not about the book.
Currently see something about people just riffing, doing something loosely on a name that's already there just so they can do their own thing and then
100% feel like that's what they did. Because, like, there's such an epic scene at the end of this book. Because it's like he meets a magic family or something like that. But then I'm pretty sure he jumps off a water tower at the end and he, like, dies. But then in the next book, he comes back as, like, a demon or something.
Jesus.
I know, right? I read this at 13. And it was all this interesting stuff. And then you find more about the family and how they got the magic, blah, blah, blah. The movie's like, I'm a magic girl. Cute. She's weird. I love her. Some fighting happens. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is not the book. I will never get over it.
No, fair.
And I think even their magic was different in the show to, like, the book. Oh, I can't even.
Okay. We'll move on.
Sorry. Rant. That just unlocked.
Cool memory. Unlocked.
Was it trauma memory? Would you rather read a book with amazing plot twists but terrible writing, or a book with a predictable plot but excellent writing? Terrible writing. I do that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I do that too. So yeah,
because
terrible.
I don't clock terrible writing that often. Like, it has to be really bad, but usually it's really bad because the plot's bad.
Yeah,
you know.
No, yeah. I think, like, I've read a few that when you compare it to something else, it is not that great writing, but, like, the books that I hate is a terrible plot.
Yeah, and I think you need the plot and da. And I know that, like, cuts out, like, all the faves, but there's so many fun. That's why I like Kindle Unlimited stories. Most of them are pretty trash, but they're quite fun.
Like that 9-month contract one that I've read, like, out of nowhere.
I saw a review, someone picking on all the actual, like, grammatical errors in Book of Azrael and stuff. I was like, where were they? Because I didn't see them. I was having too much fun. Yeah. Like, I just straight over my head.
Because I listened and read along on my Kindle. The Kindle version was completely different to the audio. It was very confusing. I got lost, so I ended up just listening to it.
I found out recently, and by recently I mean this afternoon, that the graphic audio of Fourth Wing cuts out whole chunks of the book.
Really?
People have been reading along and going, what?
Wow.
Why do they do that?
I wonder if Shells, do you know that?
Yeah, I wonder if that's because, are they cutting out descriptions? Like, you know how they're, like, tromping through a forest or something? Are they cutting out, like, the leaves crushed under my feet, but instead of that, they just have the leaves crushing?
They have the sound. Yeah, I don't know. Would they cut out that one have epigraphs?
I don't know what that is. What?
You know how, like, in Mistborn they have the bit before?
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Fourth Wing.
It has it at the start of the book. It's like the history. Because what we're reading is, like, someone's history.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. That'll be interesting because I was going to listen to the graphics for the lead up to.
Better get on to that. Is that your next one?
We've got time. I don't think I'm going to. I'll do it before I read it. Oh, I have to read it. Oh.
You kind of have. Like, Onyx Storm is one of those releases that if you don't want to be spoiled, you got to read that shit on release day.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is our book of the month. Book club for Feb, because it comes out, so we've basically got to read it in 2 days and do it. We'll sort it. I
should be right.
I remember the other 2 books. They don't need to reread. I'm sure someone can fill me
in. Just watch, like, some YouTube video recount it.
I did watch. I don't know if I sent you the video of this chick scribbled and a very biased cartoon thing of she did the first 2 books of Akatar.
Mm.
Yesterday I watched one on Fourth Wing. Oh, fuck, that was great. Even Hunter was having a great time.
I think you might have shown me. No, I actually don't think you did send it, but I think I saw like a snippet on TikTok or something, and I didn't watch it because I didn't want to be spoiled.
I'll send them to you because they're good.
Yeah,
You've read Fourth Wing, so you can watch. You can watch the 3 that she's
I
done.
loved Fourth Wing.
I think you'll like
Iron Flame.
Iron Flame. You just need to fucking do it. You don't have long. Hurry up, chop chop.
I'm going to the midnight release,
So you need
I
to get on
it. And then I cannot be a fake fan.
Yep.
After that.
Absolutely.
I did know when it was published, though. I was arguing with someone yesterday. They're like, it came out last year this time. I'm like, it did fucking not. It came out in November 2023, bitch. And they're like, no, it came out. I'm like, no, you're thinking about the special editions.
Yeah.
So.
Was it someone that also works in a bookshop?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I was fully arguing with them.
Nice.
Because we're talking about, like, how much it's going to make.
Yeah. It was,
They're like, you're comping with last year. I'm like, we're not.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't released this time last year.
Yes. Anyway, you need to get on it, so come on, chop chop.
I actually think, though, what was released this time last year, Crescent City, in February, number 3.
Yes.
Because it always comes out on my birthday.
Yes.
So,
yes.
yeah,
I
I'm
was going
not
to steal you the thing, but you're like, okay, fine, whatever. It's still hanging up at work, I think.
What is it?
You know, like, Old Mate's face of the front cover? We got, like, a disc thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe you did get one.
No, I don't. I don't want it.
I know you don't want it.
You have it.
I don't want it.
Oh.
I was going to be nice and get it for you for your birthday. You're like, no.
I don't want
Fine.
it.
Whatever.
Thanks, but no thanks.
But this was last year as well, remember? Not this year. This year
also go back about chopping things, when you got the American editions of Mistborn, they had chop chuck.
They had simplified it.
Which,
a lot.
That's saying something.
Yeah. It was.
Oof. That's crazy
Very
to
different.
me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Interesting. But yeah, interesting. Where were we? Plot twist. Would you rather be a character in a dystopian novel or a fantasy novel? Fantasy, obviously.
Yeah. I want
Dystopian,
magic.
I instantly just think zombies. I'm like, meow. Kill me. Have I told you my zombie plan?
I think so, but you can tell the people.
I'll tell the people. Zombies happening. Everyone I know is a zombie in my head, right? I'm taking the horse. Me and the horse are running away. First person I see, killing them. I don't trust them. They're already cannibal, like, rapists. I don't trust them. Kill them. Then I'll just fight. Have fun. Let my psychopath brain release. And then I'll just die before I get turned into a zombie. So, don't come to my house.
But okay.
That's my full plan. Because I think I've just told you, I'll just go, but.
Yeah, I think that's all I've gotten. I didn't know that you were going to go psychotic.
I'm the one people will be scared of. See, you're like, oh, we found people. There's a property. Let's go. Oh, it's like a nice young woman. That should be. And I'm just sitting there chopping people up. I need to feed the dog something. Because I've got the dogs with me. Because me and Karma have done this. Okay. Karma's my dog. We have practiced, and I'm dead serious, at night time. I tell her to go check, and she goes checks for the foxes and stuff, which she knows to come back and to hold and wait, and she really on. We have stalked out when we were trying to sneak on our neighbours, like playing music, like, come on, be quiet, and we go, I'm like, stay here, and she stays at the heel, and then she started growling, like, shh, and she doesn't say a thing, and she stays really quiet, and then we like sneaky, and then I tell her, go check. She goes, roar, and like goes off and then loops around. So she's not gonna.
She got you back.
The other two probably kill me because they would just bark at anybody. Me and her can go hunting. With my bow and arrow. I've got bow and arrows ready.
You do,
Sharp tipped ones. You think I'm preparing for nothing?
She agree.
That's my plan for. Actually, I might go to a dystopian world.
Yeah, I think you are probably better suited to that one. I want some magic.
Nah, I want to go fantasy. I reckon I could go kill a few dictators.
Yep.
Why not?
After that story, I'm sure you can.
For sure. I told you, I'm a broken switch. Taz like, get out of the house. I'm alone. The child is asleep. Help me. It's fun.
So bad.
But that's my plan.
Nice.
The end. Would you rather never be able to read an ebook again or never be able to read a physical book again?
Never be able to read an ebook again. Because I was doing just fine before you got me one. See, I feel like you read a lot on your ebooks.
Doesn't mean I can't have physical books, right?
Yeah, no. You can still have them. You just can't read your Kindle.
I
Or
actually
your
think
Kobo.
we'll talk about that in a minute. So I'm nearly at the end of the list, so we'll talk about that in a minute. I actually think reading physical. It's not saying owning. I need to own my physical trophies.
True.
But I primarily read ebooks, 100%. Like, I do like reading physical, but I through way quicker.
Yeah.
So, I always need to read the ebook version.
I mean, that would really fuck us over this year if that actually came to fruition, because we're only reading ebooks unless we own the physical.
True. So,
prior, and then buying the trophy.
Yeah, but remember, we're allowed to read 5
No.
physical to get.
Yeah. I remember that.
To unlock one.
Yeah.
1. Not a shopping spree. 1. I really want to make
but
it
we're
to
allowed
like.
to get our orders.
You saw me. I was like a crack addict today. I'm like, what's out?
Yeah, no.
What's new? What's new? Nothing's
I haven't
released.
bought anything all this year.
Yeah, I haven't bought anything since last year. And the funny thing is, the last book I bought, I'm pretty sure was on New Year's Eve. It was.
Yeah, you said
We were buying grapes.
Yes.
It was New Year's Eve.
Yep.
So I had to get it out of my system before.
Yeah.
Oops.
You said something specific about it too when you bought it. I can't remember.
I said I was going to read it, probably. Oh,
No, I don't
I
think
said it
you
was
did.
free. Because I bought it with
that money.
a gift
yeah.
card.
That's right. So it didn't count
Didn't
anyway.
count. The amount of mental gymnastics I do to get over my own rules I put in place for myself.
It was a gift.
It was a gift.
Wasn't a purchase.
Oh, I thought I'd turn this off, but I had my finger over the light. Yeah, I'm going to read ebooks. You're going to read physical.
Yep.
Would you rather read books where all the characters are unlikable but the plot is amazing, or books with predictable plot but lovable characters?
I feel like that's the same as the other one.
No, because
no, it's different.
it's not.
I prefer good characters.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to think. I'm like, am I plot driven or character driven? I think I'm character driven.
Yeah, if I don't like a character, I don't want to read it.
Some of my favorite books are plot driven, but I actually like. They say lovable characters.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like the unlikable character. So is that my interpretation of like?
Yeah, I would say so.
Or the general consensus?
You are a psycho, so we just figured that out. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm going over the good character, like good character.
Yeah, I think good characters. Because it means that they would have like epically good backstories. All of their motivations would make sense.
Yeah.
They would never not do something that doesn't make sense for their character.
Yeah.
Which sometimes is like make it or breaks. Make it or breaks.
Make it or breaks.
The books, because like, the character acts crazy for no reason.
Way out of line.
Yeah.
No,
Go with your characters. Would you rather meet your favorite fictional villain or your least favorite hero? Now, are they going to kill me?
Yeah. I'm like,
Is this an enemy to lovers scenario? Because there's a lot of villains that don't turn out to be villains. But then are they really the villains? And least favorite hero? I don't know. Who am I trying to... I don't know who... I'm trying to think of anybody. For either subject.
See, the only things that popped into my head was the Joker and Green Arrow. But Green Arrow is like one of my favorite. And I don't want to meet the Joker. That guy's fucking psycho. And he's also not my favorite villain. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of books. And then I was thinking like favorite villain. I actually went straight to like Mistborn. It's a pretty good villain.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good villain, but I don't want to meet him.
No.
But then least favorite hero? I don't know.
Least favorite hero?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, heroes.
Okay, my least favorite hero would probably be like the protagonist in the When the Moon Hatched.
Yeah. That's true.
Right?
Is she crazy? Do you want to meet her?
No. I think I'm meeting the villain.
Yep.
Just don't touch me. Don't kill me.
I'll give you a kiss if you leave me alone.
I'll just pretend that my least favorite villain is like Cassian or something.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god, no. My favorite villain. Oh my god, I'm reading my favorite
Oh,
villain.
Jesus, okay.
I've just remember my previous answer, Devlin.
Oh, yeah.
In the first trilogy, he wasn't the main villain, but he was a villain. Like, proper, dead set.
Oh.
He was a villain. We all
Okay.
hated him.
Yep.
Then the second trilogy came around with different main character, and she was like part of it. And then she gets taken by him again. We're like, oh my god, not this bastard. He's gonna be the villain. No, she gets rid of the blood magic that he was like addicted to, and he's like starts to get all like, what's the word?
Cleansed.
Yeah, cleansed and
Healed.
rehabilitated.
Ah, that one.
And then there's a scene where she gets this dagger, and they're forced to like kill each other, and he gave it to her like, my blood, my soul, my thing belongs to you, whatever. And so he was like, I have to kill you, and he's like, no, and he kills him. He stabs himself because that's not killing. You know, his soul, it's hers. So technically, it's her.
Huh?
Oh, such a good scene. Anyway, he doesn't die, guys. By the way,
Spoilers.
it's fine. I haven't said the book. So I'm meeting him because he's my husband.
Yeah.
So I'll meet him at his worst, and me and him can go on an adventure, get rid of his blood magic.
Yeah, you know how to heal him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll just make my least favorite
I
hero.
think they just strung him up and just kind of heroin addict drained him kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Leech.
no,
like-
they just like, I need the blood. No blood for you.
Yep.
You naughty boy.
Naughty boy. All right.
Anyway, I'm meeting him.
Yep.
Would you rather have the power to bring characters to life but only for one day, or never be able to meet them in person but know they exist? What? I mean, it's kind of like a celebrity, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I know they exist, but I'm not going to meet them.
And like,
But I don't really want them in my world.
yeah,
They'll start like, maybe.
they might
fix
start
things.
revolutions.
Get Aelin in and she'll fix the world.
She'll
I'm going to
just kill
blow
everybody.
you up.
Kelsia.
Oh my god.
You royal, you die, bitch.
Oh yeah, Kelsey would just,
Kill.
okay guys, we're going to start a revolution. Okay, bye guys.
A piece.
Peace guys. Okay guys, I'm in the astral planes.
There's always another secret.
Oh.
Yeah, what?
I need to ask you a question off air.
Okay.
Kelsey, just remind me later.
Okay. We'll see how we go.
Yeah,
Alright,
we'll see, remember.
next.
But yeah, I'm going to bring them for a day. Oh, they're
Bring
only
them
there
for
for a day.
A day.
They can do things.
If we can just bring them for a day and they just
Assassins.
do the...
Assassin. Assassin. There's so many assassin books. Come on, assassinate that guy. Come on.
They'll actually do it right. Next.
True. This is the last one.
Ooh.
Would you like more, or perhaps tailored to a... Okay.
English.
I just realised it's not a question.
Oh, you
It's asking me where it's from. But I'm actually going to ask this. I'm just made this off the top of my noggin
Okay.
because of this weird English. Would you rather read broadly of your favourite genre or read highly specific tropes in your favourite genre and only that?
No,
So,
I
like,
prefer broad.
broad. Yeah, I agree.
Because you get sick of the...
You do. I don't think I'd be a reader.
No. I feel like I read something... Oh, it was a YA book. And it was very tropey. And I saw it beat for beat what was happening.
Yep.
Which kind of took me out of it. But the ending got me so good that I was like, I will read the next one.
What book is that?
That, Tempest. Tempest.
Oh, yeah.
That one?
Tempest in the Tea?
No,
And the
of
tea?
tea?
Of Tea? The vampire one.
Yeah, the vampire one.
Interesting.
So,
Okay.
yeah, that ending was like enough for me. Not like, it wasn't hate like When the Moon Hatched. And like, I'll read the next one, but will I read the next one? Whereas this one, yeah, I will read the next one because that ending was, whew. And yes, it was predictable, but it is also YA.
Which it kind of is meant
Yeah.
to be a bit more
Easy.
easier. I was reading Someone told me
Mm.
TikTok. They were talking about like why they love YA fantasy and why they've gone back to it again.
Oh.
And it's like because specifically from romantasy is now like I met them 10% in, love you, blah, and there's no fantasy or anything happening. It's just all about them. Where
as big as my forearm.
yeah, right. And then but like YA fantasy have some of like the best quote unquote romantasies because it's a slow burn. They have to take a long time. And it kind of fades black, so then they have to spend more time on the plot instead of all the smart scenes. So they've been reading, like, if they want, like, quote unquote, a romantasy, they're like, oh, just do YA.
Yeah.
And so it can be clean, so they can spend more time just with the characters and doing things rather than doing each other. I was like, I understand that.
But I've struggled every time I've tried to read YA.
Technically, Throne of Glass was meant to be YA.
I know.
Technically. But definitely it's not.
No. I could see it at the beginning, but yeah, no, no.
I think it was all because of marketing, to market it at the start. But yeah. But that was all my questions.
Sick.
I think that was fun.
Nice. It was good.
Yeah.
Good episode.
Very good.
Yeah.
Alright. If I do say so myself.
Smart ass. See, I told you to hit up ChatGPT ages ago. You didn't listen to me.
Yeah, I had a fun the other night. Made a lot
more
of episodes.
And then.
And more. And more.
Then.
And more. And more. But yeah, look forward to my future Kobo Color Libra review. I'm going to put it all on the TikTokies and Instagram, I think. I'm going to do both.
Yeah, and I will one day upload the things that I've put on TikTok to Instagram. I just need to remember. My brain is not there today. Ever. Hasn't been there for a while.
Hello.
Will it come back?
Who knows? Who knows? Check in next
in.
episode to find out if your brain ever comes back. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. We will see you next time. Bye. Bye.